Hey everyone, we are Victory Point Labs. My name is Kevin and I'm here with Todd, Spencer, and our special guest Alison from Kidsplaining.
Hey, I'm so happy to be a part of this. This is going to be fun.
Today we are going to be sharing the photos that we took of Viscounts of the West Kingdom.
So Viscounts of the West Kingdom is a deck-building, set-collecting, rondel-based worker placement game designed by Shem Phillips and S.J. McDonald and published by Garfield Games and Renegade Games. In this latest West Kingdom installment, you'll be taking control of Viscounts and gaining favor among the people as power shifts. You'll construct buildings, you'll write manuscripts, work in the castle, you'll acquire deeds. There's so many things to do with so many new and unique visuals thrown into the series mix. And as always, the Miko artwork is on point, and the table presence, it's just through the roof. It's exactly what a bunch of board game photographers would want to shoot. Kevin, you go first.
All right, I'm going to share my photo with you guys in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Those colors are excellent.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
With the shine adds to those colors too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a green light on it too? Like a green light, or is that just how it bounced off that reflection there?
Well, why don't I show you my behind the scenes and you
Yeah.
can see how I got it.
Let's do it.
All right. So, I had a cool wallpaper on my phone set up behind it.
Oh, nice.
My computer monitor was providing just a little bit of light to the front of it, and I was shooting like a 10-second exposure.
That is very clever.
That's awesome.
That was the simplest photo that I've taken for this series yet. I think I spent 5 minutes on it.
That is amazing.
Oh, it's awesome.
Because I would probably try and overthink how to get that effect. I was like, that looks like a rainbow on the board. Really cleverly done.
It was literally just my phone with a cool, colorful wallpaper behind it, and it was just catching that reflection from the right angle.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
I know, it's so funny because you could really overthink something and it not come out the way you want, and then you just have those moments of genius, and you're like, oh, well, hey, it's just, it's what I was planning on doing the whole time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I loved how quick this one was because I was trying to overthink things, and I had all these big crazy ideas that I probably would have spent like 4 hours creating one image, and then I was like, well, this is kind of a cool colorful wallpaper. Let's just see what it looks like this. And I was like, okay, that's actually, that's really cool.
And then the extra,
fun.
the front light with the monitor.
Yeah.
And that was
That's
accidental.
great, though.
I just had my
That's great.
computer going. Yeah, I had my computer, it was on, and I took the photo, and I was like, wait, why is there light on the front? And I realized, oh, it's because my computer's on, and it actually looks really nice.
It's so funny how people will ask, like, what gear did you use for things? And I'm always like, whatever you have is the best gear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't go spending thousands and thousands of dollars stuff. Just use what you have.
Yeah.
And you get something. It's better than not shooting anything because you don't feel like you have the right gear.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
That'll stop a lot of people from even starting in the first place. It's really sad, but really, if you have a camera and some sort of light source, which is literally the sun,
Right.
you can take pictures.
Especially with iPhone cameras, and I mean, you've got
Yeah.
amazing tools right there at your disposal. So
Yep.
Yeah.
that's really awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, so let's see. Who wants to go next now? Did we talk about who was going next?
Do we draw straws?
Okay, thanks, guys. Well, next up, Allison, let's see what photo you took.
Okay, let me share my screen here. There's my photo.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That looks really nice. I love the bokeh in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Book
was
is always good.
really wanting to capture that.
I love how it matches the player pieces, too. The color of the bokeh.
I wanted to be like the victory. And so you've got the victory card in the background. You've got the villagers, and then you have yellow. It's the Viscount that won. So that's kind of the idea I was going with. And these little buildings are actually like placeholders where you put the name tag. at the table, like
Oh,
if you've
yeah,
got people
yeah.
over. And so I just stuck the card there where you put the name down.
Oh, nice.
Hey, it
So-
works.
Yeah, it worked.
Very
And
cool.
so
The
I'll
wood looks really
I'll do the
nice.
behind the scenes. Let's see if I can get that going here. Now you can't in the photo when you see it again. You don't really see much of that, the castle, but it's in there. And there's those little lights I used.
I pictured a whole room behind you, almost like your Christmas tree was behind it or something.
Totally.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to stay
Which was
away from that Christmas
unexpected.
tree. I'm over that Christmas tree right now.
You have been doing a lot of Christmas tree pictures.
Yeah. So see how I stuck that in there?
Yeah.
I was talking over this video, but I took the audio out. So yeah, I just stuck those people in there, and then I stuck the Viscounts, and then that book behind there is actually a old photo album that I just love. So I was like capturing the countryside. I
Yeah.
don't know. So that was a lot of fun,
Awesome.
but
Very cool.
definitely not what I had in mind. But I'm glad I went ahead and just stuck with it and did it.
Yeah.
It definitely captured the
Awesome.
celebration feel with the lights and then just the victory card.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I wish, in my head, I kind of wish the things I had in mind would have come through, but I was really happy with how it turned out when I put it on my computer and edited it. It was good. So that was a lot of fun. All right, what did you come up with, Todd?
Okay. Here we go. Here it is.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice. I like that lighting.
Very nice lighting.
Dramatic.
Yeah, so
the smoke.
I've got some the diffuser that I keep using, which is not meant for this, going. My shutter speed isn't quite right for some really smoky vibes, but it kind of added to the background that I was using, so it seems more like a dark sky. And then I also have this bishop dude down there. It kind of worked out where his hand is like pointing towards the Viscount, or like, I don't know, whatever he's doing towards the Viscount, and then the light is just shining, and it kind of turned out pretty cool. And we got the castle back there, got the shadows.
I like the shadows of the buildings right here in front, and then seeing that castle. I'm glad you stuck the castle in there. That was
The castle is so cool. It's a very creative way to put that component into the game, with them going up the levels of the castle. And it really ties the cool board shape and design together with it right in the center there. I like that a lot.
And I like the way that you used one of the board pieces to kind of create like leading lines down to the castle off in the distance. I think that's cool.
Yeah, and I had to. It's hard to do it when it's a flat surface. To get the castle in the background, you just don't see the board at all when you just have it flat like it's supposed to be on the table. So basically, I'll show you some behind the scenes here. I'm basically angling it up on a pillow so that you could still see the board and the castle will be back there. And then, of course, I'm using our favorite lights that Kevin.
I got two of them right now, right next to me.
nice.
Nice. So yeah, it's a nice ugly setup on top of this pillow.
It's great.
And I'm using, to prop up the board, I'm using one of those Joby Gorilla
I love those
which
stands.
are really nice. They're so nice. If you're interested in getting them, they're solid because you can like wrap them around anything. You could wrap them around a tree trunk and it'll stay and hold your camera, which is nice. And then basically, since I had them on an angle, I had to use my second favorite thing, which is sticky tack. Just tack those
Love
bad
sticky
boys
tack.
on there. So yeah,
That's awesome.
that's my shot.
That's great.
It looks
dig it.
ominous, and yeah, I love that lighting.
Thanks. Well then, that's my picture. Spencer, let's see it.
All right, it's my turn. Show you what I got. So there is my photo.
Got a lot of yellow.
I guess I have a lot of yellow. So
Yeah.
that yellow is the victory point symbol.
Yeah, you're using the banner shape too. Nice.
So I've tried to put in a lot of different of the pieces that represent the different ways to get victory points in this game. So they're the completed deeds. There is the different cards, and then there's a debt card in the background which takes off 2 points off your score. And there's also some manuscripts there. And also when you place buildings, those will get you victory points. So there's a couple buildings floating around. And,
It's the
and
story
so
of the game.
Yes, so I shot it through a piece of paper cut in the shape of
Every
the
time.
victory point symbol.
Every time with the crafts, just killing it.
I know,
Always
right?
with the
Yeah, he always uses that paper.
It would have taken like 2 seconds to do it on Photoshop, but you had to go above and beyond.
But no, you had to do it the hard way, dude. That's awesome.
Well, I had to position the stuff so it looked like it was inside there.
How'd you get that one building up there on top of the cards?
Well, I'll show you in my behind the scenes.
Are we gonna see like 30 wires?
That's what I was wondering.
No, only 25.
Only 25.
So originally, when I cut this banner out, I had this yellow transparent paper that I was going to put to make everything tinted yellow. But when I took the photo, it was just too much. So I wound up actually just holding those up for the flash in the background to light the background up yellow instead of tinting everything yellow. I thought it was too yellow. So I shot the photo, and then eventually I wound up having to tear the yellow color off of that black piece of paper. But I did have everything kind of floating with the wire and tape.
Wow.
I love
That's
it.
my
I love
go-to.
it
It's
every
my
time.
go-to.
So good.
So if you see that building, I'm putting it up now, right there.
Yeah.
It's floating behind the card. So the card hides the wire, and that was that. I finish my photo, and I come to the computer, and I check it, and I just make sure everything's in the right place, because sometimes I'll have to, before I break down.
Yep.
Because I've made the mistake of breaking
That's
down
smart.
before I've, made sure I got the shot I wanted, and that was a
I
mistake.
notoriously break down first because I usually shoot things in our schoolroom like I did this one, and so I need to clean it off for the next day so we can do school.
That makes
But
sense.
yeah, it's always I always take down way too soon.
It's definitely a pro move there, guys. Do not tear down until you make sure it's good.
You make the mistake once, and you make sure not to make it again.
Well,
Or
you would think.
try not to make it again.
I've thought about how well you guys have done with the Kidsplaining, and just your kids must be just awesome, because my kids are awesome and I love them, but man, I would not be able to get them to focus for 2 seconds to do that stuff.
Yeah, we just have a lot of grace with each other, and the boys are never here in this seat for more than 2 hours at a time. We just won't do that to them, and
Yeah.
we're done when we think that. And I'm their mom, so I can look at their face and be like, we're not going to recover. We're tired and we're done. So we just call it.
And that was our episode of Viscounts of the West Kingdom. I had a ton of fun shooting this. Thank you so much, Alison, for joining us. I just want to give you a second to plug your channel. So do you want to do that really quick?
Thank you. I am the mom of Kidsplaining. So we've got Jared and Peyton. They do tutorials and have their kid talk where they have a bunch of people just in the board game industry where they get to hang out and chat with. And I love photography. I've been doing photography for 10 plus years, and when we started in the board game industry, I just picked up the camera, and I tell you what, board games are a whole lot easier to take photos of than people, because I don't have to make fart jokes or stand on my head to get them to smile. So this has been a lot of fun. I really, really appreciate you guys having me on. This was a blast.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, please check us out on YouTube. We're under Victory Point Labs. Also check out Kidsplaining on YouTube and Instagram. We're on all the social media platforms. So any way you want to connect with us, you can. Thank you for watching. And thank you to Renegade Games for sending each of us a copy of Viscounts of the West Kingdom. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And thank you to Renegade Games.
Nice!
That was golden. Keep that.
I think I
The
might.
old afterthought. They'll love that. No, we should definitely do that again. I don't know about you guys, but I gotta stop waving at the end of it. Every time I wave, I'm like, oh, that's like a queen
You waved,
wave.
so
Why
I
am I
waved.
doing
I
this?
didn't know if we were waving or not.
Every time. I keep telling myself I'm not going to
like
do
the
it.
thing you should. Yeah, it feels like the thing you should do, but as soon as you do it, you're like, I regret this.